and Ron here with Rooted in Love Urban Homestead. So this is the middle of June and we have had here in East Tennessee just gorgeous weather. It has been relatively cool, low humidity, and we're just loving it, aren't we, Ron?
Yeah, but not much rain though. We need some more rain.
No, we did have some yesterday, but we need a lot of rain, you're right. So we thought this would be a great time as the evening draws to a close to just give you a little tour of our garden and where we are here in the middle of June. And remember, we have several different sections because we are in an urban area, and so we will visit each of those sections. So this is our front bed and herb garden. And we expanded it this year, so I have some basil growing and some sorrel and holy basil. So this is our lavender, it's culinary lavender, and then we have our calendula there. I have another pot of calendula, but it's not doing very well. So I have 2 squash plants over there, and I'm going to transplant one of those into that calendula pot. And our native to Tennessee passion flower vine is coming up from last year, and let me tell you, it is hardy. We have been pulling up runners and suckers all year long, even though we had that really hard freeze in December. It has just come back, so we're looking forward to harvesting passion flowers off of that. So this is a yarrow, and it's a double diamond pearl. See, it has pretty flowers just now blooming. That's new to the herb garden this year. And this is also new to the herb garden this year. It's hyssop, and it's the anise hyssop variety. And it has this beautiful lavender flowers. So this is our holy basil, or Tulsi basil, and we grew this last year, and it's doing really well. I've already had a big harvest off of it. I'm making tincture with it, and it is just wonderful for teas, and I'm looking forward to harvesting that some more. So these raised beds are new this year. So we have some ox heart carrots growing, and we have some yellow squash growing there. And in this bed, we have the black beauty peppers. We have 3 of those plants. We have some contender bush beans growing here. That front one's really kind of struggling. And then we have some snowball cauliflower. And I want to introduce you to my petunia. She's new to the garden. It's our little chicken. We live in the city and we can't have chickens, so she's my chicken. This is our green stalk up on our deck, and it has a lot of lettuce in it. The borage is on the bottom and the chamomile is on the top. And as you see, the borage is really doing well. It has a lot of flowers. The bees are loving it. And our lettuce is finished basically for the season. I've let it go ahead and bolt. I'm gonna take it out this weekend and compost it. But we had a great harvest. So this freckle romaine is probably our favorite. It has a wonderful mild taste, and we'll definitely be growing more of that in the fall. This is our raised garden bed, and we are trying some new things this year and are excited to see how they do. Ron, why don't you tell us what's planted in here?
Okay, so over here, these first 2 rows of okra. This is Hill Country Red. And then the 2 rows in the middle that are taller, that's the Clemson Spineless, just regular green okra. On the other side, we have some red burgundy okra, 2 rows of that. And in the front here we have our leeks.
So this is the first time with us growing leeks. I'm really excited to see how they do here in East Tennessee. And there's one of our pepper plants.
Yeah, this one pepper plant, that's the Black Beauty.
Black Beauty, and we have some of those growing in the raised bed out front, but this one's doing better than those other ones.
Yeah, I think we need to add some more fertilizer out front.
Okay.
And then the only other thing we have in here, these 3 hills in the back, this is Tigger melons. So I'm not sure exactly what that is, but we're going to try it. We're going to eat them if they grow. So.
We are, and they grow to be about a pound.
Okay, so they're small.
They're small. So we shall see what they do. But look at these gorgeous stems on this okra. Which one was this, honey?
Hill Country Red.
Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Nature is just fascinating.
So here's my 6 tomato cages that I made 2 or 3 years ago just as an emergency to keep the squirrels out, and they work pretty well.
And we have a video showing you about these tomato cages, and I will link that video below if you'd like to make something like this for your tomatoes. So what are we growing in these pots?
The first 2 are Arkansas Traveler. They're a smaller tomato. They don't get super big, but there's quite a few on there. The other 4 are Cherokee Purple, which right now is our favorite tomato.
It is our favorite tomato.
And
it's a wonderful slicing tomato.
Big one going here.
Ooh.
So we've got plenty of tomatoes. I expect them to start getting ripe, but it really hasn't been hot enough. I think that's the problem. We also started them a week later.
Yeah, because they
from seed. But you know, last year at this time we were getting some ripe tomatoes. So
it was also a lot hotter.
Yeah, something's different.
Yeah, something is.
Yeah.
So as you know, Ron is our tomato guru. He loves tomatoes, and he couldn't stand just having these little 6 tomatoes right here. He had to build himself is what I call a tomato Taj Mahal for his other tomatoes, and I will let him tell you all about it.
Okay, so in this tomato enclosure or fortress or Taj Mahal, whatever, we have 3 types of tomatoes. We have the Sun Gold cherry tomato, and I have 3 plants on this end. Some of those are getting ripe.
Oh yeah.
And then the rest of them, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 or 6. And those are the Amish paste that we like to make soup out of, or sauce, that kind of thing. And then there's 1 hydroponic plant on the other side that was in another one of our videos, and it's an Arkansas Traveler, and it's doing well. It's very dark green.
Well, he has it secured, that's for sure.
Keeps the squirrels out. I think we might have a chipmunk issue, but I'm working on that. So this is the hydroponic plant. It's a Arkansas Traveler. I'll give it a little shake there to help pollinate the flowers. And you can see how dark green it is compared to these others.
Mm-hmm.
So it's doing well. I need to trim it off a little bit. Some dead stuff on it.
Are you able to show us what the roots look like? Can you?
Sure.
Or is that? So look at that.
The root system.
And you have to water this with a special formula. It's not just straight water.
Yeah, it's water with it's basically fertilizer, but it's formulated just for hydroponics. So that's what's in with the water.
Well, we hope you have enjoyed this short tour of our garden so far here at the middle of June. We'd love to hear in the comments how your garden's coming along and what you're growing. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, it really helps us out. And from us here at our urban homestead, we are wishing you a wonderful evening and a great week. May all you do be rooted in love. Until next time.
See you next time. Bye.